All right, chat. We're back at it. Back from Worlds. Back with more characters for us to preview. With this one, Suzuki. 6 hand size, 27 health character. Team Uratogi. I think I got it at 1. Has the all chaos and void symbols. Enhance. Discard 1 card. Colon. Draw a card. My attack. Your attack. I don't like this one. It's gone. Whoop. Draw. As long as I got a card, I can swap it out. To enhance commit. I'm going to try to block this attack with the top card of my discard pile. Any amount of milling that I have. Any amount of draw that I have. I can change the top card of my discard pile. Very cool. And then responds tenacious or playable while committed. After you take damage, ready this card. So if I partial block, I can then ready back up my character and then attempt to block again. So this guy has like a surprising amount of cards in their hand when it comes to defense, and gets to like filter cards out. I think this card's gonna be very, very cool to do some. He's a clown. He does card juggling. This guy juggles his cards really, really well. But I'm excited to see what his support looks like in him. So let's start off with Beautiful Card Strike. It's a common, 4/3, 2 mid block, 4 high for 4, with EX2, ranged, and weapon. So it just gets fast. Obviously, there's not a ton to say about these common attacks because they all just like have a basic keyword without any other card text, right? EX2 or stun or powerful or whatever. Well, this is pretty good. My thing is I kind of wish inside of his kit that it hit a little harder. I kind of just want it to hit a little harder. But it's not great. It's not great. We'll move on to Beautiful Energy Blast. It's a 4/3, 2 high block, 3 mid for 5, ranged combo range. So if the card immediately before it in the card pool is ranged, you can use the ability of draw 1 card. You may change this attack's zone. As an uncommon, this is great. This card says draw a card. That's pretty good. Very good in limited, right? You can just change the zone, saying that like this very slow mid move is not a very slow mid move. It's a different idea. This card's cool. I mean, this card is draw 1, and then it also says like discard 1, draw 1 off of his character. Pretty good in him. I don't know if it's gonna see a ton of play anywhere else though. It really just depends. The stats on it are fine. As a 5 diff though, its stats are pretty bad, right? Because it wants to combo. It's not great. It's not great. Probably good for sealed play, for limited play. Not really good for constructed. Dimensional Sphere, 4/3, 1 mid block. Now we're talking. It's a 5 mid for 1. Charge, range, stun 1. Here's our rare response. After you block with this card, remove the blocked attack for the game. When this card leaves the card pool, remove it. Enhance. If this attack is not blocked, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. So this card, very fast, does not hit very hard. It says, as a block trick, I can remove your card from the game, whether it be like a throw or something like that. It's a card that you won't get momentum from, as well as this card removes whenever it leaves the card pool. So you can't like block with it over and over and over again. Very, very cool card. And then if it's not blocked, my 5-speed move is not blocked, I draw 2, discard 1. We have this ability. We kind of have this ability on another 4 diff with the edge shot card, right? But that's a 4/2 that says discard a card. It's considered review, draw 2. This card is like a different version of what that guy's got going on, but is a move. Has the all symbol, right? And so you could do like focus attack with this card, right? I have a 1 damage move. If you have any way to put more damage on it, it's pretty good. People don't play red guard for an omni block. Yeah, but the format's changing, right? Like who knows? Who knows? I like this card. My biggest thing is you have to figure out how to put damage on it. If you can find out how to put damage on this card, we're so in. And next we have Suzuki Flurry, 5/3, 2 low block, 5 high for 3, or 5 high for 5. Excuse me. EX3. Enhance discard momentum, your rival must discard a card as additional cost to try and block this attack. This card shares symbols with Hiei, correct? Correct? That seems pretty good. Discard 2 in order to block this move. Seems pretty alright. And then enhance this attack gets plus X damage. X equals the number of cards you've drawn this combat phase. Max 5, unless your character is Suzuki. This move's gonna hit hard. This card's got EX3. You just want to play a bunch of bullshit moves in front of it and then play Flurry at the end and go, this one's for a million. Pew! This card is ass. I don't want to, it doesn't block itself. The classic Andrew Holder philosophy. Okay. Hold on to that. Hold on to that tight. I think this card is good. I think that discard momentum ability is really, really, really strong. And excuse the number of cards you've drawn this combat phase. I mean, if you have any amount of draw power, this thing just like scales really, really high. Even if it's just like a 5 high for 10, right? It's a 5 high for 10 that they have to discard a card to attempt to block. Feels great. I think this is going to be one of the really, really good ones on Symbol. It's going to be very strong. On to some foundations. I should change my poll. It should say card. Do you like the card? Beautiful Suzuki. 2/5, 2 high block. First form, commit, discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards, period. That ability is insane. That ability all by its lonesome, cracked. Suzuki enhanced tenacious, your attack is +1 speed, period. Insane. Holy cow, this card all by its lonesome makes this character. This card by its lonesome should be played at like a 2 of in every single deck that can play it. Form, discard 2, draw 2 is nuts. Nuts. Latent skill reprint, kind of, Pluto. Kind of. It's not a pure reprint, but like this card says like you just have it every turn, right? You have it every turn. It's very good. It's very, very good. It's super good. Yeah, this card's where it's at. This card's where it's at. Master of 1,000 Faces. 1/5, 2 low block, enhance flip. If either player has discarded a card from the hand as combat phase, this range attack gets +2 or -2 damage. This is fine. Meh. It's a common 1/5, 2 low block. I mean, those are good stats. It'll be played in draft just because of those moves. If either player has discarded a card from their hand this combat phase, this range attack is +2 or -2 damage. I wish it said this turn so that the review step counted. I wish it said turn so the review step counted. But it's fine as is. It's fine as is. Nothing to write home about. But it's fine as is. To the next one. We have Steel Muscle Explosion. 2/5, 3 mid-block response. After you discard this card from your hand to pay a cost, draw 1 card, period. This card's great. This card's super good. We used to... Retro gets 12 Balance Fighters. Let's go. This card used to have a non-block on it, right? And it was called Balance Fighter. Balance Fighter had a better, like, responsibility to print at speed. So, like, Balance Fighter was crazy. This card is good. This card is neat. After you discard this card from your hand to pay a cost, draw 1 card. It's fine. I think it's neat. It certainly says that like his ability is discard 1, draw 2, which is incredible. But that is all this card does, right? The quality of this card is like not incredible. At the same time, right? We have things like Genkai likes to play this card, right? Genkai under the all symbol, Yusuke under the all symbol. Like if you have anything that just says discard, like having your snack times redraw a card is good. Like it's just a good ability. But the question is, do you have a 2/5 3 mid block in order to make that work? Right? Do you have the spot for it? Can you make other cuts? That's the question. That's the question. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Up next we have Urutogi Expertise, 2/5 3 mid block, form, commit, draw 1 card, period. Only playable if you've played an attack this turn, period. Ally unique. Sorry, I missed it. Team Urutogi, form, build 1 foundation that shares 3 symbols with your character from your discard pile. Only playable if your character has the team trait. This card's pretty good just to build in. There's a lot of really good cards that like as this team is going to want to just pop in. It also doesn't say that like a non-unique card that shares 3 symbols, right? Like there's plenty of foundations that are gonna want to be built in order to make this this guy work. I think this card is very good. Just for the bottom form, truthfully. Just swap this thing out, put it back in. Swap this thing out, put it back in. And that's it. My question, you guys. Do you like the kit? I think that this is one of those characters that lives and dies on their ultra rare, which is fine. But as the kit itself, I think it's okay. I think this ultra rare inside of this character is snapped. It's very, very good. Hey, this one does 100. This guy wants to filter through his cards every single attack over and over and over and over and over again. I don't want to be that guy. Gives me big Asui energy, truthfully, right? Like Asui says, commit 1 damage, draw a card on every single move, and I don't have to discard the card to do so. But also has like the bonus of, also has the bonus of like getting a block with cards from a discard pile and like in a panic and rereading and doing the thing. Like neat stuff. And there's plenty of like after you block with this card, remove it from the game, or after you block with this card, build it into your stage. Like those options still exist. With all the draw, he can see his ultra rare almost every turn between his enhanced and forms. I agree. I wish this character lets you add a big shot punch to your hand. Keenan, you should take a lap for that. You know that this guy's not okay with big shots. You know that, young man. But chat, YouTube, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know down in the comments down below. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one.